Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Jack Vader here by my side, as always, my main man, Mando.
Hey, everybody.
Mando, how's everything, brother?
Great.
Okay, so we've been doing a lot of lightsaber stuff lately. Want to get back on track with some of the toy reviews. So we're going through the room. We did a couple of unboxings maybe a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually get a chance to review some of those things. So here is one of them. It is a bigger vehicle. So Mando, tell us what we got here.
We got the MTT.
We got the Federation, the Trade Federation Multi-Troop Transport. This bad boy makes his appearance in the Phantom Menace on Naboo. Is that what happened at the end?
Yeah.
The battle, and anyway, come rolling out. And guys, this isn't the scale, but this is one of the bigger vehicles, and they've taken some liberties, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's get into it, guys. Start off with the packaging. Okay, so in the movie, it didn't look like this at all. Okay, when this thing came out, there was maybe 3 or 4 different rows, right? And they were all huddled up in the fetal position, and they would open up and set them down, and then they would stand up. They would turn on at the same time. This is going to be a little bit different because you got to cram them all in here as figures. So taking some artistic liberties there, but still going to be pretty impressive nonetheless. The packaging I do not like. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Hopefully we'll get a vintage collection reissue at some point, and I've only been holding on to this box for this review. Once this is gone, this will be probably in the trash, but it does got a cool Darth Maul. Anytime you can put a Darth Maul in the original line, the Phantom Menace line, they put a Darth Maul in any picture. It just made it look cool. So that's what we're doing here. You can put a Darth Maul in there, we're good to go. This thing does come with 20 figures, 20 droids. We'll get to that in a second. And it's got a bunch of features highlighted in the back. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Here's some of the stuff that it comes with. Now I got all the droids inside the actual vehicle, so except for this one here. Now 4 of these come, they're gonna be somewhat articulated. I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you now, to where you got the legs and the arms. The head just popped off, but it comes on a ball joint. And the rest of these things, Mando.
Yes.
So the other ones, they don't move at all, right? You got one arm?
Yeah.
So we'll show that to you in a second. So this is an example of one of the droids that's got the articulation. And then we got our infamous Obi-Wan Kenobi here. This thing is terrible in every single way.
You can only get like 3 poses.
You get a couple poses out of them. This moves around, and you got this rock and roll rat tail going on here. So yeah, this Obi-Wan is terrible. And then you got the sticker sheet that I'm gonna get around to putting on at some point. So once you get that out of the way, here it is, guys. This thing looks pretty impressive. So the star of the show, go grab her. Go grab her. She ran out of the way. All right, so now we got a new dog. I was gonna hopefully make it on the video. We'll try next time. So back to the vehicle here, multi-troop transport. This thing is pretty big, pretty impressive. One thing I do not like about it is it does not have that many paint apps. Yeah. So we like them a little bit dirty, a little bit washed. Don't have any of that. So got a lot of details. I wish it would have done some more paint apps, but this is what you get. So
it's really just brown, dark brown, and gray.
It looks really clean, you know. That's something we didn't want to. We wanted something a little more battle worn. Yeah. So maybe one of you customizers could do it, but it does have a lot of details. Okay, starting with one of our favorites, Mando.
Yes.
Go ahead and open this bad boy up.
Which button is that? This one?
Okay, guys, this is worth the price of admission to me. This thing was one of the coolest features that I've seen out of any one of these vehicles. Okay, now these are the droids that are not articulated. You got one arm movement, and that's about it. But that looks pretty cool. Okay, so you put the button out, it slides on out. These bad boys come out. It looks pretty impressive. Mando, let's close it back up.
So you're gonna close it. Wait.
Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, and then you're gonna close these 2 first, and then you're gonna close the top ones, and then you're gonna press back.
All right, so I wish you could press a button where it all folds back up by itself. Can't do that, but it does do that, and that's pretty cool. So that's one of the coolest features that this thing has, and honestly, it's one of the coolest features that any one of my play sets has. Okay.
That just makes me really happy.
It's still talking.
What the heck?
So I guess this thing just makes some noises on its own. I don't know what triggered that, but a lot of sounds there. Okay, so going to the front, we got these two cannons rotating up and down. It's kind of made of that gray plastic that I'm always talking about, that Hasbro bargain plastic, where it kind of moves around and bends. I do not like it.
It's like rubber plastic.
I wish, man, I wish that would have been this would have been a little tougher plastic, but this bothers me. But I guess that's just the way you got to make it, so it passes the safety standards. So going up to the top here, we got a cockpit area. So we open this up, and we got two guns that flip out here. All right, and then these will also fire, I believe. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Got a pretty good range on those guns. Fold them back in, get them out of the way. Look, check out in the cockpit area here. Now, the cockpit looks really good, really detailed, but it has no, and I'm talking no details as far as paint apps. We do have some stickers. There's not going to be many that go in here, but a couple will go in here. It'll help dress it up, but there's no paint apps at all. So hopefully when we get a vintage collection reissue, we get something a little better going on with that. And these are more of those fully articulated droids that we had earlier. So I'll put those guys in there. Close that up. Okay, going to the side now. Open that bad boy up. And we have a little armory. Mando did a good job. He's got little hands to go ahead and put the weapons into the weapons racks there. And this, you could put more droids here. I wish I had more of the Phantom Menace figures. I don't have that many of them. I wish that this is where we would put them here, because I definitely want to keep those droids in there since they're not articulated. So when we open that up, they can just stay in there. I would put some more articulated ones here. Would look pretty cool. Lots of details inside, but again, guys, we're gonna. I did put the stickers in. That will help it out a little bit, but again, there's this lack of paint is going to be the reoccurring theme here that I do not like. Okay. Moving on to the back. Beautiful mechanical details all over the place. This thing looks fantastic. Okay, moving on to the side. Second verse, just like the first. This is the other side. Again, a place that opens up, places for foot pegs for all your droids. And we've got a weapons rack with the weapons inside. All right. And that brings it back to the front area. Okay. Mando, let's do a size comparison. You know what I want. Republic gunship.
Oh, what did it fall over?
Republic gunship is always going to be in there for the size comparison.
This is my personal favorite.
So, as you can see, it's a big set. It's a big play set. And we'll put one of my favorite to compare. The Imperial Shuttle. So these are big play sets, guys. And this one here does not disappoint. So if you get one at a decent price, I would say go ahead and get it, or maybe just go ahead and wait for the reissue that's going to happen at some point, I'm sure. Got a, let me go through all the sound bites real quick.
Very short.
So this is loaded with sound bites, and you can turn that off and off on the bottom. Mando, what do you think about this bad boy?
I love this thing. Every single time you let the droids out, it just puts a giant smile on my face.
It's pretty cool feature. So, do you like the size of it? Does that make it or break it for you?
Well, the playability makes it. I don't care if it's too small. How the droids come out, I love it. Yeah. Okay,
I agree. This thing definitely could be a little bit bigger. So maybe a HasLab in the future, but for the playability which you get when it opens up, it really makes up for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and recommend, if you can find one at a decent rate, a decent price, go ahead and get one, because this thing looks pretty cool. I would love to have several of these bad boys.
Yeah.
All right, so man, I'm gonna take us out tonight.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Everybody, may the force be with you.
May the sun be in your face and the wind be in your back. May the force be with you guys.